Today we'll cover the Sur-Ron battery balance harness testing. So you actually troubleshoot it your way. You're sure it's coming from the battery is not charging, or you swap batteries, controller, whatever, it's the battery. But before you send it out for repair, it's possible that's just the BMS, and in this case, it's easier to repair than sending the whole battery. But if you're the do-it-yourself type and you have a good meter with a good set of probe, not the cheaper ones where the tip is rounded and you can't poke anything. This one, if I just do that, I'll probably bleed. So make sure you get some good probes. These are Probe Master. They're amazing. I'm not sponsored by them, but they're really great, made in USA. So you should go ahead and buy a set of these if you need some. Okay, so there are 11 wires on that ribbon cable, 7 on this one. These connects to each cell or each group of cells. So there's 11 of these cells, not this actual cell, but 11 stacked together in a group, wired in parallel, and there are 16 other groups that are linked back to back, positive to negative, and so. So in order to for the BMS to monitor each group of cells, you need a balance cable like this. These goes, like I said, to each cell, and the BMS makes sure they're all even or balanced. So first wire here. So that would be this one. Don't mind the red one. The color, if they probably reuse like white cables and they just put it this way. I've seen one that the red wire was here or here, so don't mind the red cable. It doesn't mean anything. The actual real positive, they're all positive by the way, except the first one, it's the second to last. This one, if you short it with the ground, it's the same as shorting these ones, so you'll burn the board inside or burn the wire. So try not to short out any wires, please. So in my case, I've hardwired my ground probe to the negative of the bus bar. You don't have to do this. You can hold your 2 probes like this and move around, but it's easier that way for video purposes. So normally, if you probe from first pin to the ground, you should not get anything. So first pin, sorry, this is the first pin, but the second pin is called B1, which is the first positive of the first cell. I get 0, so that means the connector or the balance board is bad. Third pin, which is B2, I get 6.7. That means the first one I should have gotten around 3.30 something. So if I move to the B3, I should get 10 volts and 13.30 something. Whoop, I jumped one. And so on. It should increase by 3.3 something volt on each wire. 20, 23.5. 26, 30, 33. So now we've done all 10 cells. This is B11, B12, B13, 14, 16. Sorry, this is 16. 53.77 is B16, which is the last. Next wire, I don't know what it does, to be honest with you. It might be not connected to anything, could be some thermistor on the board, but this guy here is they are thermistors inside the battery for monitoring the temperature. So 53.77. If I poke the positive, I'm getting roughly the same thing. So that means all the wires are good, but the first two, B0 and B1, are not good. Probably a solder joint that broke inside the battery after a few rides. Sorry, I jumped. My lamp just fell out. But either way, this battery, I will have to remove all the silicone across it, slide the battery outside, and fix this board here. It's really labor extensive. It takes a full day to do, so I would not advise you to do this unless you're really good in working with removing silicone, and be really patient not to short anything out and not break that board here. But if you get good readings on your ribbon cable and you moved it and you're still getting good reading, that means it's likely not inside the battery. It could be intermittent though, that's the issue. But if you get good signal, that means it's probably the BMS that is bad, and probably just changing it would fix it. So I hope that helps. Have a great day.